Karibu.
Your Excellency, Dr. William Ruto, CGH, President of the Republic of Kenya. Your Excellency, Professor Kithure Kindiki, EGH, Deputy President of the Republic of Kenya. The Honorable Musalia Mudavadi, EGH, Prime Cabinet Secretary. The Right Honorable Raila Odinga, former Prime Minister. Honorable Lady Justice Martha Koome, EGH, Chief Justice and the President of the Supreme Court of Kenya. The Right Honorable Dr. Moses Wetangula, Speaker of the National Assembly, and the Right Honorable Amason Jaffa Kingi, EGH, Speaker of the Senate. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. Although I am the facilitator, but I was also called upon to make some remarks as the Attorney General. I rely on all the courtesies as have been observed, and I will go ahead and make some few remarks. The Constitution of Kenya puts Kenya on a firm path of constitutionalism and the establishment of a constitutional democracy. To realize this new imperative requires a fundamental mind shift, both in the operations of the state institutions as well as in our social interactions as citizens. The full promise of the Constitution will only be realized if each of the three organs of state, as well as all the independent commissions and offices, embrace the constitutional spirit of public service, public accountability, respect for human rights, and independence. They must remain robustly independent, but constructively interdependent. It is essential that they execute their mandates effectively, but at the same time, eschew tendencies of isolationism. The Constitution rests and is supported by four broad pillars: robust framework for a people-centric public engagement, as has been articulated by the panel before, independent and functional judiciary, executive and legislature, political goodwill. The Constitution presupposes that its transformative superstructure will be implemented in the context of a marching culture of compliance. So when we speak about political goodwill, it is the will of everybody who is holding leadership position. Every time we speak about political goodwill, we look at the president at the top. But all of us who are leaders are called upon to support the implementation of the Constitution. The fourth one is public vigilance. When people go to court and fault the government, it raises eyebrows. However, we think that is a very good thing because that is the only time that the Attorney General and the petitioner are together. The principles are the same. Then why do we sometimes object to those applications or petitions? It is because we believe in the same principle, but the facts that support the principle could be different. So all of us support independence and accountability. The institutions represented that will speak this afternoon must carry the burden of delivering services to the people of this great republic, even as they bathe in the high-minded ideas of independence, separation of powers, checks and balances that are so well elucidated in our progressive Constitution. These are not concepts introduced to invite division or supremacy battles between manning organs and institutions of the state. Rather, they are grand ideas necessary for the proper functioning of a modern democratic state such as ours. The success of Kenya will ultimately be measured by the success and health of our Constitution and our demonstrable respect for the totality of what it stands for, what it promises, and what it delivers. In my view, it is the realization of the Bill of Rights in its full gamut, social, economic, political, and cultural elements that provides the ultimate touchstone. As the chief legal advisor to government, the Constitution provides the bedrock against which we discharge our mandate. It is our North Star. When we provide advice to all organs of government, our focus is on promoting fidelity to the Constitution and practice of constitutionalism. The arms of government need to recognize that they are cogs in the same wheel. The successful implementation of the Constitution requires a cooperative and collaborative approach to governance, one that seeks to respect the architecture of the Constitution and the sovereignty of the people. The Attorney General's office will continue to be the defender of the rule of law, a faithful dispenser of legal advice and protection of the public interest in all its work, whether it is court representation, review of legal documents, legal aid, legislative proposal development, or legal advice. As we mark the 15th anniversary of the 2010 Constitution, we celebrate the sacrifices made by Kenyans to get the documents. We recognize the responsibilities bestowed upon the Attorney General in ensuring deepening of constitutional democracy, and we commit to always be guided by the Constitution in supporting the people of Kenya, the executive, the judiciary, and the legislature in our continued quest to implement the social contract faithfully. For all those in the panel today that will speak after me, let us reflect on how best we can enhance collaborative engagements and increased adherence to the constitutional principles and requirements in a manner that promotes harmony and sustainable development. As the Attorney General, I'm honored to steward this reflection segment on Katiba Day Constitution at 15. Today marks not only a celebration, but a moment of honest stock-taking. Our Constitution has anchored democracy, human rights, and the rule of law, and has redefined the relationship between citizen and state. It calls us to integrity in governance, inclusion of all voices, fidelity to public service, and accountability in the exercise of power. At 15, the Constitution challenges us to deepen its promise, to guard against complacency, and to remember that each institution is only as strong as the trust it inspires. This is why we pause today to hear directly from the custodians of our constitutional order how far we have come, what lessons we must heed, and where we must go. In my conclusion, while reflecting on the theme of this day, which is Katiba at 15 years, our covenant, our promise, our future, I will then pose the following questions to Kenyans to have a deeper, sincere, and honest reflection. I'm a human being, I could be wrong. And no human being is beyond repair. The first question, is devolution working as was envisaged by the framers of our Constitution? The second question, why is there more wastage of public resources at the county level as observed by the Auditor General in the various reports, yet there are more accountability mechanisms, checks and balances institutions established at both national and county level? The third question, why would we allow the electoral cycle after every 5 years to be the determinant of the calls for constitutional reforms? The fourth question, is it then time for us to audit, review and evaluate the Constitution to see whether it is working or not working as intended by the framers of our Constitution? Somebody might ask, what is the Attorney General doing to realize the aspirations of the people and the provisions of the Constitution? We have 4 major interventions as the Office of the Attorney General, and in our pursuit of the full realization of constitutional gains, the Office of the Attorney General has initiated a series of interventions designed to bring the Constitution closer to the daily lives of the people. When I was being sworn in, His Excellency the President challenged me about access to justice, decentralization. Access to justice is in the Constitution, but it is not self-implementing. It has to be invoked. How do the people invoke it if there are no equality of arms? So the Office of the Attorney General is operationalizing legal aid and public defender, which is already housed at the Department of Justice. And on the 1st of November, Your Excellency, the Office of the Attorney General will operationalize legal aid in all the 47 counties, with the 2 state attorneys giving legal aid to indigent at the county level. We have already employed 90 state counsel. They have gone through Kenya School of Government. Graciously, the Chief Justice is interning them for 2 months. We will pilot children in conflict with the law, that is criminal because of their liberty, probate and administration, and land cases. If we do well, we will justify, enhance budgetary allocation so that we can broaden the subject matter and enhance the capacity of the OAG. Secondly, when I took office, we were in 13 counties. I'm happy to report, as required under the Constitution, that each government organ must be in every county level. We are now at 33 counties, and by the end of this year, we hope to be in all the 47 counties. To enhance constitutionalism, to sensitize the public, and as part of legal aid education and information, the Office of the Attorney General in a month's time will unveil Human Rights and Rule of Law Training Chamber on 8th floor, where we hope to sensitize and educate all of us on our human rights, on our rule of law responsibilities and rights under the Constitution. An informed citizen of the law will be a better citizen and a law-abiding citizen. The fourth intervention is digitization for purposes of transparency and accountability. The Office of the Attorney General is fully digitizing all the public-facing departments. His Excellency the President challenged all cabinet secretaries, and we were asked, how do you carry the people with you? I believe that by these 4 initiatives, we will justify how we are carrying Kenyans with us as the custodians of your rights, rule of law, and human rights. With those few remarks, allow me to now shift as the facilitator. And as we reflect on this covenant, I'm reminded of the words of the late Chief Justice of South Africa, Ismail Mohammed, who observed that the Constitution is not a mere set of technical prescriptions. It is a mirror reflecting the national soul, the identification of our people's aspirations, their spirit, their soul. Indeed, our own Constitution was born out of deep struggles and sacrifices, an embodiment of the soul of Kenya. It is fitting that we begin with the collective guardians of oversight and independence, and now invite Mr. Gashom Otachi, EBS, Chair of the Forum of the Constitutional Commissions and Independent Offices, and Chairperson of the National Land Commission, to deliver his remarks.
Your Excellency.